Welcome, everyone. Here we are. It's time for AGEBAIT. This is the part of our program where Luca shows me something on the internet and we try to see if I even know what it is or how I'm going to react. So what do you got for me today, Luca? What are we doing?
Okay, I love calling it a program. So today I am going to share my screen with you. Okay, do you see this?
Yes.
So I have the website up for Polymarket. And Polymarket is a website where you can bet on basically anything. And Polymarket has a specific tab, which I'm pulling up now, for politics. And you can bet on the outcome for basically any political issue.
I mean, this is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the questions on the homepage for politics here are, Democratic presidential nominee, will the Iranian regime fall by March 31st? And the volume of money here is mind-boggling. You have $868 million on the Democratic presidential nominee. You have $21 million on the Paris mayoral election. I mean, you even have the Slovenian parliamentary election on here. So it's pretty wild. What do you make of this, Allison?
So there's a couple of things coming up for me. And with, the way I think, I have to go in weird orders. So can I reflect first on the sense that everything is a bet right now is just hard for me. So before we even get to this idea of whether it is predicted, what it predicts, I feel like I kind of knew what this was. I knew there was betting on things because I hear about it from the college kids that they're you can bet on anything.
Yeah.
And I guess I just feel like that's how we're taking the temperature on things, these incredibly important moments in politics or even anything, that it's a game. That's how we're connecting, is let's bet against things. I don't know. It feels hollow to me.
Yeah. I mean, to steal one of your favorite phrases, it feels deeply problematic.
I do like that phrase.
Which is your favorite phrase from anything from your coffee being cold to
democracy ending.
Those things are all deeply problematic. But I actually chose this clip because, as opposed to our last AGEBAIT, where I think we had really different views on this, I actually thought this would bring us together. This does feel really problematic to me. Politics can really feel like a game to people, but it has profound implications on people's lives. And the fact that you can bet on every aspect of politics and of life right now seems to kind of gamify life in a way that, I agree, feels hollow.
And that's why, obviously we talk about main politics in this, in mud season, which is a much more connected political world. I think when we spoke with David Farmer, he was mentioning if you haven't met a candidate, it's because you don't want to, right? In Maine, we are super connective tissue in politics, but the idea that people's engagement is around a bet rather than actually being in a room and sort of feeling what's happening and listening and feeling and sensing a candidate feels like another level of disconnect, another level of we do it. And especially because, right, you're betting on your phone, right? I'm guessing people are not going right. Oh, actually, here's an AGEBAIT for you. Do you know when I say racetrack betting, do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I understand an image in my head of going down to the stables.
Right. Did you say stables? No, you don't go to the stables. Yeah. You go to the track.
Okay.
And people would go and they would put their cards in. And I'm sure it still happens someplace, right? But there's not even a social engagement here.
Right.
You are on your phone. You are placing a bet.
Can I just tell you one, really on the disconnection part of this? I think the piece that will really shock you is that 71% of people who use Polymarket are men. It's a platform dominated by men. I mean, I actually don't think it's that surprising, but...
Well, then how is it so predictive? If it's just one segment of the population, how are they getting it right?
Interesting. I think that people just... I'm sure there are questions that are biased. Also, insider trading.
Oh, I know the answer to this. It's the freaking patriarchy. I mean, somehow the men always know and always end up in power. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, we could go with that.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm not even getting a rise out of you for that.
Oh. I mean, of course. Yeah, agreed.
Okay.
Sorry, I breezed
it's
right
so
by
obvious.
because I was like, duh. But I agree. I think that it's no surprise that men have developed a platform dominated by men to further enrich themselves And also, like, there are a lot of men who are getting screwed over on this platform too,
Yep.
losing lots of money. Like, this platform wouldn't be successful if there weren't a lot of people losing out. And
it's so funny because this all does come back to our last AGEBAIT. And Luca and I actually had a follow-up conversation after AGEBAIT where we put that on our Substack, sort of a back and forth to go deeper, because I'm not sure we've gotten each other to laugh as hard as we thought we would last time, but like, this is supposed to be lighter, but the topic is serious. And one of the comments we got back was this idea, right? Like, don't forget, Allison and Luca, to talk about like how much money plays into all of this, right? Like, all of these things, when we incentivize like reaction, and whether it's betting or you have like really intense hyperbolic politics and rageful politics, like, it gets the click, right? And people are making money. It's not that it just changes our politics. There's money behind all of this. People are making money off of these things.
yeah. But one last piece I want to leave you on is that, because you can bet on everything, there's a question on Polymarket right now: who will win the Maine Democratic Senate primary?
Ooh.
And currently, let me see the current percentage. So 76% of people think Graham Plattner is going to win. And that is pretty remarkable, I think.
Like, how long has that been going on? Does it show?
Yeah, I mean, for a while, up until maybe November of 2025, him and Janet Mills were kind of going back and forth. Although when his Reddit posts come out, you can see him drop, and then he kind of climbs back gradually from that. And then there's a pretty big spike about a month ago when that poll came out, the UNH poll came out, showing him up 40 points, which we can debate how accurate that is. But about 80% of people think he's going to win this race.
Such an interesting part of politics, right? Is like, how does it self-enforce, right? Like, there's a poll that says someone's going to win, and then people start thinking they're going to win, and that starts influencing, well, apparently the betting market. So, yeah. So,
should we put some money down, though?
Oh, wait a minute. I cannot believe
it seems unethical in a lot of ways.
I am not going to be like, there's enough ways I support the capitalist system with my everyday life. I'm not going to then engage as well. But
Wait, but Allison, if we start betting on Polymarket, we might be able to get sponsored by them.
Welcome to Politics Between Us, brought to you by Polymarket.
And that won't raise any alarm bells or flags.
For the authenticity of our project. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
are here to talk about politics and what it means to live a good life, which apparently now involves betting on everything.
There are so many things we could go down on this track, but I think,
Yeah.
now Polymarket is part of our lexicon together, a little bit more understanding there for both of us.
All right. Well, thank you for bridging the Polymarket divide, the generational Polymarket divide. I'm not sure I understand still why people would want to do it, but I thank you for bringing it to me. And now I'm going to have to have money. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, now you've enhanced my understanding of one of the many more dreadful things happening in the underground current or overground current of America. Thank you.
Yeah. Great. So that was AGEBAIT.
Round 2.
A little bit more agreement this time.
A little more agreement this time. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for not tearing us apart again. We always come back together, though, don't we, Luca?
Always come back together.
Yes, we do. All right, Luca. Talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. Talk to you tomorrow.
That's our show, everyone. And a reminder, Luke and I both work for Colby College, but the views expressed in this podcast are entirely our own and are not endorsed by the college. So thanks for listening, and hope to see you soon.